Cobra Kai Season 4 has just dropped on Netflix, but there were loads of cliffhangers and fans are already looking ahead to Season 5. Let's check out some theories that we have about the 5th season. We will also discuss all the speculations and what to expect to see. There are a bunch of mind-blowing theories out there, so stick with us. But warning, there will be spoilers ahead. First things first, will there be a 5th season of Cobra Kai? Yes, there will be a 5th season for sure. Season 4 has just dropped a few days ago, so normally we wouldn't even know the status for the next season. But this time, Netflix has told us in advance that Season 5 has been greenlit. 2021 was a pretty big year for the show. Netflix had 2 seasons of Cobra Kai drop in 1 year. The 3rd season of the show started streaming right at the start of the year, and Season 4 right at the very end of the year. And between all of that, they filmed another one. That's right, they filmed Season 5 of Cobra Kai in 2021, and filming wrapped 2 weeks before Season 4 even released. It's pretty impressive that they could do all of that during a worldwide pandemic where productions were delayed over and over again. They were one of the few shows that seemed to be ahead of the schedule instead of putting them behind. Who will be the big bad of Season 5? After everything that happened in Season 4, there is one obvious person that would be the worst villain going forward in Season 5, Terry Silver. He's the one guy that doesn't seem to have any sort of redeeming qualities, and that isn't in some sort of situation where fans of the show could feel sorry for him. Most of the enemies that miyagi-do had come into Season 4 and through the season have reached a better place by the end of it and have reunited with their families and friends. They aren't entirely villains anymore. John Kreese, who used to be one of the worst villains on the show, has been seen double-crossed by Silver and has been framed for the beatdown of Stingray. Kreese has even had to face everything that he's done in the past and just how his martial arts philosophy has hurt and corrupted those young people he's taught. I doubt that he will just instantly change, but either way, he is in jail at the moment and he won't be hurting anyone anytime soon. Instead, he will probably need to get to Johnny and Daniel to help him clear his name. Tori might be on Silver's side, but not out of free will. She isn't a terrible person, just caught up in a bad crowd. Could one more original villain of the movies return to the series? But another theory is that the last major villain left over from the Miyagi-verse will return in Season 5 to come and cause some more mayhem. They have had some of the biggest villains of the movies in the show already. Kreese and Silver were some of the worst, but there is one more old school villain that could be popping up in the 5th season. The Karate Kid 3 was not entirely, or at all, one of the best movies in the franchise, but it did give us one of the last villains that haven't appeared on Cobra Kai just yet. If you can bear to go back to that movie, when you'll remember where Mike Barnes was recruited by Terry Silver to fight against Daniel LaRusso in the All Valley tournament, fans have never liked Barnes. When he climbed the cliff to dig up Mr. Miyagi's bonsai tree and stealing it from Danny, he pretty much sealed his fate as one of the most hated villains in the franchise. No one is really calling for him to return to the show, but it could be a great way to shake things up, and he would definitely fit right into Season 5 of Cobra Kai. With Terry Silver being a force to be reckoned with going forward, he could want a sidekick to help him in his evil plot, and Mike Barnes would be the perfect person to do that. When and where will Miguel return? In a really sudden turn of events, Miguel has decided to leave everything behind and go to Mexico to find his father. He left Southern California on a bus, and we don't really know what's going to happen to him from then on. The show has made it really clear that Miguel's father is a dangerous guy and not really someone that a kid should be going after on his own. It could be interesting to see where his journey takes him, and a kid on his own could have to use all of his own fighting skills to keep himself safe on his journey and searching for his father. It could lead to loads of action and be very entertaining to watch, but we aren't sure if we will actually be along for the ride. It was so sudden that it kind of feels like a way to get the character out of the show to ensure that an important character doesn't just disappear when the actor needs to take time out of the show. We don't know if Xolo Maridueña will appear in the cast for Season 5 of the show at all. We'll have to wait and see whether or not Miguel features in Season 5 of Cobra Kai. Have you watched Season 4 of Cobra Kai? Are you excited to see yet another season of the show? Comment all your thoughts with us in the comment section. Up next, we'll check out some more theories on the show, another familiar face that could pop up this season, and so much more. How will Robbie's newfound relationship with his father impact the show? Robbie and Johnny have had a pretty interesting relationship, and most of it has been really bad. Johnny has not been a great father, but he's been trying to get better. Robbie has plenty of reasons to hate Johnny and still be angry, but for his own peace of mind, he's decided to let that anger go and start to build a relationship with Johnny. It was a beautiful scene and a change that can change the dynamics completely going forward. Robbie is now going to be on the side of Miyagi-Do and his family, but that will put him at odds with Tori. The two of them have had some serious heat between them, but fighting on opposite sides could be too much for the chemistry to last though. It's also going to put Robbie and Samantha in close close proximity with each other, working together for the good of their two fathers' legacies. They've also had some feelings and tension between them, and now could be the time that they get closer, especially when you take into account the fact that Miguel is not going to be around. Even if we do still see him on the show, he won't be close to Samantha, and that leaves the door wide open to a new relationship to start. Will we finally see Hilary Swank? This has been a question that fans have been asking almost right from the moment that Cobra Kai started to stream on Netflix. The next Karate Kid was not part of the original trilogy, and it wasn't as big as a hit of some of the others, but it's still in the same universe, even if it didn't play out in the Valley. Hilary Swank's character, Julie Pierce, was a direct student of Mr. Miyagi, so she would be an important character if she ever did come into the show. She's the only other person besides Daniel that has the direct teachings from the original karate master. It could be really interesting to see her appear on the show. Plus, Hilary Swank is an incredible actress, and she would be an amazing addition to the show. How will season 5 answer questions from the original Karate Kid movies? This question comes directly from the co-creator of Cobra Kai, Hayden Schlossberg. He created a post on Twitter saying that season 5 would be answering one of the earliest franchise questions about what would have happened if Daniel had lost the tournament at the end of the Karate Kid 3. And then he went on to say, "Nerds of the Valley, be afraid." That does not sound good for all of our heroes of the story. It seems like they will be in for a rough time during season 5. At the end of season 4, Cobra Kai, under the control of Terry Silver, has won the All-Valley Karate Tournament. It means that he is in control of karate in the Valley right now, thanks to the bet Cobra Kai and Miyagi-Do made. Silver even wants to expand the business into franchises. It is a scary thought that a bunch of kids could learn karate through Silver's way of teaching and his philosophy. It would not be good for anyone, and that shows that season 5 could just hold some of the biggest challenges ever. If you have any theories you want to add to the list, then comment and share them with us. Thanks for watching.